This is me, Spoon Beast.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another Spoon Beast video related to everything in all Smash Brothers in terms of hype, speculation, and wishes. Yes, we are on yet another video request for yours truly. This one was sent by my subscriber by the name of GeoJimmy49. He asked me, and I quote, to do a video of the music that I would like to see in Super Smash Bros. 4 that includes any music from the past and any other sort of Nintendo music. Now, I took the liberties to add songs that weren't done by Nintendo just to make it a little, I don't know, fresher. These are just my opinions. I mean, if you really think about it, Brawl had a shit ton of songs. Like, I mean, that soundtrack could be easily taken from that game, modernized a little bit, or just fucking upgraded in music files and put on the Wii U version. I mean, that game had an amazing soundtrack. I still, really can't get over how much of a really, really great fucking collection of music they had. It was amazing. Like, I bet, if they would have sold that as a soundtrack, it could have done wonders, because it was like almost like every Nintendo franchise music ever was in that game, and it was awesome. So I have actually returning songs from Brawl that I'd like to see. They kind of go into past games as well, like from the first one up. Some of them. And I have 10 choices for that, and I have 10 choices for new songs. Now keep in mind, these are just my opinions. These are songs I think are cool. I don't have I'm not gonna have everybody's favorite song. This is hard enough to do as it was, to kind of narrow down 10 and 10, because I didn't want to be here all night, So I'm just thinking favorite songs from franchises that I love to hear in Smash Bros. Because I love to hear them in their regular games. So without further ado, let's go through the returning songs list. The returning songs I would like to see: number 1, the Super Smash Bros. Regular overworld theme from Super Mario Bros. Kind of remixed. I mean, it's been in Brawl, it's been in past games, it's been remixed 1,000 times over, but it's so classic, it just needs to come back, in my opinion. Simple as, I think y'all expected me to at least say it. Moving on. Secondly, Bramble Blast from Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Conquest. This is actually one of my favorite Donkey Kong Country songs. It's probably my favorite from the second game, if not my favorite from the entire franchise. 1 and 3 both had amazing music as well, but I think 2 had like the best music out of any of the games on the Super Nintendo. There are 3 of them anyway. I think this still has better music than DK64. And Bramble Blast is my favorite song from that game, which is saying a lot, because that game had so much amazing music that you could probably use half of its soundtrack for Donkey Kong related stages. But I'm just going with my favorite. Bramble Blast was in Brawl. In fact, it could be one of the stages used in the Rumble Falls stage, the scrolling Donkey Kong stage from Brawl. So I'd like to see that do a little bit of a return. Also, number 3, these are also in no particular order, by the way, just so that's clarified. The Star Fox 64 theme. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Star Fox 64 theme. That song kicks ass. I like it a hell of a lot better than the original Star Fox theme. I like that one too, although the Corneria from the Super Nintendo version is probably the more awesome song from the SNES version. But I really do enjoy the 64 theme a lot. I mean, it was the stage theme for the very first Star Fox related stage back on the Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64. It's been implemented in Melee. It's been implemented in Brawl. Might as well bring it back for a 4th game. Number 4, we got the Green Hill Zone from Sonic the Hedgehog. Do I even need to explain this? I am on the boat that I'm really hoping that, since Sega's like almost like that with Nintendo, they're basically a glorified second party. Like, they're not really a third party anymore, but well, fuck, they're still a third party, but they've been working really close with Nintendo for years now, since 2007. I think it's a fair chance that Sonic gets back in. There's some kind of deal. It won't be as much of a big deal as last time, but I think due to their working relationship, he will be back. And Green Hill Zone is just like, it epitomized, that theme epitomized the first game on the Sega Genesis. It's just awesome. It's one of my personal favorites from Sonic. It probably is my personal favorite of the Sonic themes. It's like the first stage you play as, too. Catchy as shit. Number 5, we have the Dr. Mario Fever theme, which if you don't know which one that is, that's the one that goes way better than Chill. I love it. It was in Melee, it was in Brawl. Bring it back for a 4th game. It's a catchy ass tune. Number 6, we got King Dedede's theme. Of course, King Dedede's from Kirby. I really do dig his theme song a lot. I dug it before I even heard the Brawl version of it, because I did a video way back in 2007 when I first heard all the announced newcomers up until Olimar. I did like a compilation from, Zero Suit Samus to Olimar himself with themes, and the only person who didn't really have music on the website was King Dedede. And I wasn't going to use Meta Knight's theme or Kirby's theme that was announced, so I just found his version of the theme song, and it was remixed awesome on YouTube. You can actually probably search for it. And it sounds a lot like what they actually went with in Brawl. That was released, of course, months later for the public to hear before the game was released. But I really like it. It's really catchy. I think it should come back a second time. Number 7, Song of Storms from The Legend of Zelda. Of course, Ocarina of Time. Yeah, you could also do that, or the song that goes do 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 do. I like that one too. But Song of Storms is my favorite. That or the Hyrule overworld theme that dates all the way back to the original Legend of Zelda. Whichever one of those makes it in. My favorite, personally, from Zelda is the Song of Storms, but I wouldn't be mad if, like, the regular Hyrule main theme made it in either. That's a really awesome song, too, and it takes all the way back to the first Smash Brothers game as well. So, regardless of what they do there, my choice is Song of Storms, but maybe they should put both in. Number 8, we got the main Metroid theme. That dates all the way back to the first Smash Brothers. It's catchy. It's got a bit of a flash to it. It's been in every Metroid-related theme as like the main theme for the stage. Keep it for a 4th game. I think it needs to come back. 8, Yoshi's Story's end theme. Now, this is, of course, Yoshi's Story from the Nintendo 64. And it's that really, really upbeat Yoshi! Kind of, I don't know if I probably sounded retarded doing that, but it's basically, it's like the end of a storybook theme for the game, basically. And I don't know, I really, really like it. I have every other theme for that stage shut off, every one of them, and that song always comes on because I love that stage. And I play on Yoshi's Island or Yoshi's Storybook or whatever they called it in Brawl just to hear that theme. It is that awesome to me. So hopefully it comes back. And number 10, the Pokemon main theme. Of course, if you've ever played it on Game Boy, you know what it sounds like. If you've played a stage on Saffron City in Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64, or even any of the Pokemon stages in Melee or Brawl, you know what it sounds like. It's been upgraded every time. Let's upgrade it again for a 4th time. Let's put it back in the 4th Super Smash Bros. Game. So yes, as you can see, I kind of brought back every major theme for each franchise, except for some of the lesser-known ones like Earthbound and F-Zero, which I'm sure you're all going to hound me for. But you can post them in the comments and tell me what you'd like to hear for returning theme songs as well for stages. You can even list tons. You can list more than 10. I don't really care. But and you can bitch about my stupid song returning choices as well. So the comment section is for drive some discussion. Anyway, now we're moving on to the new songs that I would implement into the game. We're going to move from number 10 and up, just because I did from numbers 1 and 10. These, again, are in no particular order, but we're going in reverse order this time because it's more fun that way. Number 10, I have Ridley's theme from Metroid Other M. With all the talk that Ridley's going to be represented in this game as a playable character, and the success of Other M, and the fact that, Samus is going to have some sort of involvement with how she was in that game in terms of a moveset, or in terms of how you can change. Maybe you can change suits. Maybe you can use her regular suit, doing that in her Zero suit, and whatever other suit she might have debuted in this game. I don't really know all that much about it, other than the evolution of Ridley, which a lot of you have educated me on, but I know there's got to be more than just the Zero suit and her regular armor in this game. So maybe they'll do something where you can kind of go between the 3. Pokemon trainer style, if they don't decide to keep that character. You know what I mean by that. Each one of them kind of has different movesets and different agility, right? So yeah, if Ridley's going to be in this game, his theme song needs to be in it. 'Cause that theme is fucking awesome. That is one kick-ass villain song, which I am lacking in. I didn't have any villain songs in the returning list. Although King K. Rool's pirate theme from Donkey Kong Country 2 was very close to making the cut. I guess I can mention that now as like number 11. But you're going to also notice that here. But not for number 9, which for number 9 I have the Skull Kid battle theme from Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Easily the most underrated Zelda game ever. I think it's just because it came out on the ass end of Ocarina of Time's popularity. It was basically a direct sequel. It's after Link gets sent back to the past, even though there was a Link to the past, but that's beside the point. He gets sent back to the past after saving Hyrule from Ganon in the future as adult Link, and he gets sent back to enjoy his childhood. Now, this takes place after he's going back and enjoying his childhood. Skull Kid takes this evil mask and gains powers from him, and he's the last boss you gotta beat. He's one tough son of a bitch. I've never beaten him, ever. He's, like, super hard. But the theme song, the battle song that plays is amazing. It would sound really awesome if it was modernized for the 4th game. Never been a Smash Bros. Game before. Very interesting. Probably because they don't pay that much attention to Majora's Mask to begin with. But I think it would be like a really cool option to switch on if you really want an intense, like real intense theme for a Zelda stage. Number 8, we got Punch-Out's main theme from Punch-Out. We're talking the modernized version for the Wii, which is basically just a modernized version for the one for the NES. It's timeless. Little Mac's going to be in it, and they're actually going to bump him up from Assist Trophy. Put this fucking theme song in. It's one of my favorite songs from the Nintendo Entertainment System. I love it. Number 7, any originally composed battle music. Now, as you might have known, I did not put Final Destination or Battlefield in here because they always change those every year. There's always like 2 stages that are similar to those, but they always change and have kind of different names. So maybe Final Point and Battlegrounds will be the new names for it, but they always have different theme songs. They're always originally composed music that haven't been in any games before the Smash Brothers that they're in. Maybe make them, my friend Jordan pointed this, make the traditional Japanese fighting music that, actually plays in a lot of clubs there, apparently. He brought this up to me, and he showed me a really awesome song. If they do something like that where it sounds like really awesome traditional combat music, but upgraded to, it's kind of like that, but upgraded to sound like they have a techno sound to it, basically. That could work really well. And obviously I'm going to say that's number 7 because they do it every single time with every game. But I want them to up the ante a little bit, go a little bit more creative. Maybe my friend Jordan's suggestion is the right way to go because hearing something like that in Smash Brothers, I could dig that. I could go for that for sure. Number 6 is, pardon me, but I had to do it, is the Pokemon TV theme. And yes, I have it on an instrumental, and yes, I have it as a loop. I don't think they're going to be cleared to use the actual theme song. So why not just, we never had that in the Smash Bros. Game. Never has the Pokemon TV show. I don't think it's mentioned in the Pokemon games unless like the games are based on the TV show themselves. But no, just pump it up a notch, make it more of a battle theme. It would sound awesome. You don't even need the lyrics in there. We all know the fucking lyrics anyway. Put the instrumental version of that in Smash Bros. That would be fucking awesome. Why we haven't got that yet, I'm assuming it's a rights issue, but if you make it an instrumental version, which is something I'll get to in the next, after this song coming up, I'll touch upon that again, which might prevent my number 4 from this list being in it, other than what it already was in the last game. But at number 5, I have Robo's theme from Chrono Trigger. This is never going to happen in a million years, but it's basically Rick Roll if you put it in 16-bit music. Although there is melody differences between the two, obviously, but they sound really, really similar. And it's Chrono Trigger music. I mean, that game is one of the premier RPGs ever, and it's for the Super Nintendo. But the only problem is that it's Square Enix music. That's definitely going to it's never going to happen. It's never going to be in the game. But I would like to see some Chrono Trigger music in Smash Brothers. It would really pump it up a notch. But that series is owned by who they're owned, and they don't really like to work with Nintendo all that much, so that sucks. At number 4, I have His World by Zebrahead, not the instrumental version from, of course, Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, this kind of contradicts what I said 2 picks ago for the Pokemon TV show theme, that I would like to hear the actual Zebrahead version, His World, in in the fourth game, because when it was in Brawl and it was just instrumental, I was a little disappointed because that song, say what you want about Zebrahead, but that song's catchy. It's awesome. In his world where I belong, in his world, no one bad dream man save the rest. Whatever. I don't know it off by heart, but his world is probably the only redeeming factor from the 2006 Sonic the Hedgehog game. Dare we ever mention it ever? But I really like the theme song. Was disappointed that they put it in an instrumental version. I'd like to see the Zebrahead version, and if Sonic even comes back at all. If not, or if he does and they bring this back, try and get the Zebrahead version. If you can't, because that's why it was instrumental in the first place, do the Pokemon TV show route that I suggested and just make it instrumental and put it back in the game, basically. But the reason I have this as an unused theme is because they've never used the one with Zebrahead lyrics. Just the instrumental version of it, which is pretty cool as well, but not as good. Number 3, the Mega Man 2 main theme, of course, from Mega Man 2 for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Probably the most recognizable Mega Man theme ever for a main screen theme. I mean, we've been talking about Mega Man for how long in this channel? Since July of 2011. Talk about Capcom however way you want. Talk about this, talk about that. Talk about his burial and that he's still trying to recover from. Talk about how they're trying to kill him. You know, he's still doing fairly well on handhelds, and they're still releasing downloadable Mega Man games that are like the beginning of the franchise. So I still maintain hope that he's a very likely potential third-party character. And if they're going to use anything, use Mega Man 2's theme, because that theme is like recognizably seen through every Mega Man fan's eyes, and we all love it. It's really catchy. It's awesome. It's like I went and typed just to prove my point. I went and typed in Mega Man main theme, and like the entire first search result for YouTube was all Mega Man 2, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 2, all Mega Man's, Mega Man 2, Mega Man 2. It's awesome. If he's in the game, I think that definitely needs to accompany him, or be like at least say you unlock his stage, and that's like the what's the word I'm looking for, the automatic theme song for the stage itself. Number 2, we have Inside the Castle Walls from Super Mario 64. Doesn't really fit a fighting game, but it's one of my favorite Nintendo songs ever. And if you've noticed in my intro to this video, I have the wrinkly save cave version from Donkey Kong Country 3, promoting the Fanboys Anonymous website in my intro. But the original version's just that much better. I don't know how you'd fit it in there. Maybe as like a menu screen theme. I'd use it. I love it. Dun, 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 dun. Or like a really mellow stage, like a Picto Chat or something like that. You could use it as an alternate theme. If you could customize that much, maybe it'll just be used for Mario. But it's definitely one of my favorite Nintendo songs ever, and I'd love to see it inserted into a Smash Bros. Game. The fact that we haven't seen it yet, though, maybe makes me think it's not intense enough, but hey, people are asking me what songs I'd like to hear. And number 1, we have Beware the Forest Mushrooms from Super Mario RPG. Again, another issue with this song is that it's a Square Enix song. And I believe that's what prevented it from being in Brawl, because this, yes, ladies and gentlemen, was a lost song on the disc. You know, it was a lost song, which is unfortunate. I think there might have been some rights between Square and Nintendo. Maybe Nintendo added it into the game and didn't get Square's approval. So that fact that it almost made it to Brawl but doesn't leave me the most thrilled that it's going to be in the fourth game. But I remain optimistic, and it's songs I want to hear, and that's a fucking awesome song that I'd like to hear for any stage. Heck, if we got a Mario RPG-related stage, I know I'm asking for Geno's a lot, but even a stage with that music, just the music itself to play for any stage would just be 2 thumbs up. We got that close to getting in Brawl. The fact that we got that close and it got nixed is not a good sign for the fourth game, but it's still a song that I really, really would like to see included into a Smash Bros. Game where you can actually hear it and play on a fucking stage with it. So those are my choices for new songs to Smash Bros. Again, I had 10 new songs as well as 10 returning songs from the franchise and to the franchise. Give this video a like if you loved it, a thumbs down if you hated it. Comment on what you'd like to see this channel talk about next. Subscribe, visit fanboysanonymous.com, yada, 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 all that. Big thank you to GeoJimmy49 for this video idea. And one last thing, comment on any songs that have been in the Smash franchise or new ones that you want to see included in the fourth game right here in the comment section. Let's drive some good discussion. Spood Beast out. I'll see you later, folks.